What's up, Vikings Nation? The second undrafted free agent signing the Minnesota Vikings have made is Calvin Avery, defensive tackle out of Illinois. This guy's 6'1", about 343 pounds, just an absolute behemoth of an athlete up there on that defensive line. He seems okay. However, I think after looking at his overview, which we'll get to in a second, he might just be a depth piece chart, maybe a practice squad player. Has the potential of making the roster, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to happen just because we're pretty deep at the defensive tackle position, at least somewhat deep at that position. So we'll see what happens with him. But let's look at his overview real quick. It says that teams won't find tackle for loss production or disruption as a pass rusher when they watch tape of Avery, but they will find a wide-framed space eater willing to battle for his gaps inside. Avery displayed an impressive combination of power and hip explosion at his pro day. He has some bully in him against single blocks, but can be a little too straight-legged, which causes inconsistency in his anchor against edge pressure. He's an early down rotational nose tackle, but could find NFL work even if he goes undrafted, which he did. So he's really, really good against single coverage or single, like if he's blocked against one person. If he's blocked against two people, it's not really good, okay? He tends to get blown over, really straight-legged, and just not the greatest athlete at that time. However, it's always really tough to take on a double team by yourself unless you're an absolute dog like Aaron Donald or something like that. So here are his weaknesses, actually. It says that his play can be too upright at times, can get pushed over, kind of just thrown to the ground. Lack of knee bend impacts consistency versus double teams. He fails to shock and control opponents with his hands, which is not great because that means that can help the run game and the pass protection game for the opposing teams. Limited initial quickness and range as a playmaker, and he only posted 2.5 career sacks, which is not great, but as an interior offensive or defensive lineman, you don't really get too many sacks. You do every once in a while, but at the same time, you're there to plug up that run game and get pressure on that quarterback to kind of create chaos in that backfield. So Calvin Avery, D-tackle from Illinois, gets signed from by the Minnesota Vikings. You guys can let me know what you think about this signing. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It would be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skol Vikes.